Yeah, this first match we have today, if you look at the bracket, we will be playing match B first. Glowwater Thralls versus Cake. Um, First game, yeah, Battle on the Dunes. After that, we will be going to Northern Fjords and then Peryton Rumble. As the teams are eager to get started here.
Yes. Regrettably, Rhinos unable to participate. So a little bit of last-minute fumbling there, but we are now underway.
Yeah, Brick, did you end up catching any of the Winterfest stream we ran
Um,
like 2 weeks ago?
I was very busy with Christmas, New Year, family stuff, I'm afraid. But yes, I'm back now. I'll have to catch up on Guns of Icarus and everything that's been going on. And I can start with this first match of the Sunday Rumble as we check out the Arcane Bolts. Piloted by Graphic 30. We have a Mortar Top. We have a Gat bottom deck and Artemis Wings. On the Petite Pacarette, we have a Gatling mortar front, and we have a Artemis side. And that's your cue to do Bluesy Lads.
Oh, on the blue team, we have the VSS Angels Food, another Mobula. I'll go through this really quickly. We have Mine Launcher, Artemis Interior Wings, Mine Launcher Outer Wings, and a Hades in the middle. And on the Spire, the Praise the Sun, Watch a Spire with the Mercury and 2 Artemis, which is an interesting choice.
Okay, well, there's been a flurry of action already here. The Angels' Food is taking devastating damage. One more shot will take it down, and it goes down. Graphic 30's Arcane Bolt, a double gap, tearing that armor to pieces. Good damage on the Petite Pacarette. Focus Fire coming in, but just so much close range DPS once the Glowwaters get close. The Petite Pacarette rapidly closing the distance to Praise the Sun.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the team composition of Spire Mobile, though we do see the Pyramidian getting taken out there. Both these blue ships very squishy, very vulnerable to close range aggressive charge.
Ollie, Merc Watcher, that's a strange one, isn't it? That's like ice cream on pizza. Oh my goodness! Just as I say that, the Arcane Bolt goes down as the Angel's Food comes in from behind. I also missed the Petite Pacarette getting taken down as well. Golly, I need to get back in the game as I've been out too long.
Yeah, it's kind of like you might say it's not like a bicycle. Once you're out of practice, you need to go back to school.
It's like a bicycle if the bicycle was completely updated, every month or so, when people complained about imbalances, etc.
So it's like you went on break, somebody snuck into your apartment, stole your bicycle, and replaced it with the Segway. Would you say that is an accurate description of your experience this last month?
I'd say it's like someone broke it. I was just sort of had this vague idea that the brakes are too tight on the bicycle, and then suddenly overnight I find my my bike now has no brakes at all, and I'm hurtling down a hill into certain death, unable to stop myself. That's what I find with many of the patches anyway.
Well, we'll miss you, Brick.
A complex analogy. Anyway, Cake are moving cautiously, well, not very cautiously at all, through the clouds. As Praise the Sun, it has been spotted.
Yeah, interesting. Spire taking the point position here.
Not something you see very often, however.
I mean, it looks like they just wanted to get some visibility as they're just trying to move past this cloud.
Cake can afford to do this though, because Glowwaters are sacrificing, long-range killing potential for that close-range gats and mortars. Glowwater Thralls heavily dependent on getting close quickly and doing a lot of damage. very quickly. Cape can take things at a slower pace and can go long range. However, the distance has been closed on the Praise the Sun. The Praise the Sun will not last very long. But in the Pyramidian charge, the Praise the Sun is going down.
Ooh.
Oh, and it...
Yeah, Spire getting double focus there with the Gatlings, taking out its armor so quickly, and now the Angel's Food. Angel's Food putting a lot of damage onto the Pyramidian.
The Petit Paccaret's taking a lot of damage as well, and the Petit Paccaret goes down.
I forgot what was on the Red Mobula. Okay.
The Red Mobula's got the Gat mortar.
With Outer Artemis,
yes.
Yeah.
And he is using that right now as the Gatling rains down on the Angel's Food. Oh, just before you can even finish that sentence, it's gone.
Oh, yeah, not really much the Blue Mobile is going to do with that long-range focus, but I mean, except maybe get some like key they do have those mine launchers on the outer wings, so if somebody can just get a key placement, knock them off, but unable to do that.
And yes, the red team have the disadvantage here as they are fighting on the blue side of the map. The Angel's Food and Praise the Sun already able to get focus on the Arcane Bolt here.
Not Arcane Bolt doing a good job using its vertical maneuverability to try to dodge a lot of these shots. They're still taking some amount of damage.
Running out of places to duck here.
Yeah.
There's nowhere left to go but into the ground.
Well, there's this kind of piece of rebar that's sticking out. Looks like they maybe wanted to use it, but they're changing their mind. They want to keep their guns in arc.
I mean, they've realized they can't go any lower, so let's just go high.
Pyramidian is coming up behind the Spire, though. So Arcane Bolt maybe just staying alive long enough to give their ally a chance to catch the blue team off guard.
And that's what they've done. The Praise the Sun's armor's down. The Petit Paccaret is charging from behind, but the Arcane Bolt's almost dead. The Arcane Bolt goes down, but the Petit Paccaret doing huge amounts of damage on the Praise the Sun.
Petit Paccaret definitely has. They have the chance to get a double kill here.
Oh no! Don't change focus! What are you doing? Petit Paccaret changing its focus to the Angel's Food there for a moment.
Well, I don't think it wasn't so much they're changing focus, more that the Mobula flew in front of them and tried to body block, but was unsuccessful.
Yeah. Anyway, that aside, it's now a one-on-one here.
Oh, Petit Paccaret's
in
trying
a disadvantage. Petit Paccaret needs to finish them quickly because the blue
Pyramidian's backing off. I don't know why. Why is the Pyramidian backing off? He needs to charge. He needs to lock up this kill.
That was a huge mistake. Like I was just.
Angel's Food is all long range.
They needed to get that kill quickly, or they would lose. And now I think they probably are going to lose.
I mean, maybe they're just afraid of.
Paccaret's armor is down.
I see one mine out there. Maybe they're just, I don't know, afraid of the charge.
Trying to get away, they're using Moonshine, and it's over. Cake have won.
Oof.
Cake have a narrow victory against the Glowwater Thralls. I'm not sure that Fiasco Total just remembered in his mind, I've got to get this kill quickly, or they're going to spawn right next to me. Because
well, and also the fact that both ships on the blue team were long-range long-range loadouts versus the close-range loadout of the Pyramidian. So just, I mean, it makes sense that they would need to close the distance regardless of where the spawns are. Just from a weapon matchup perspective, the closer range will favor them heavily.
Right.
Okay.
Let's get started quickly before the action starts. On the Arcane Bolt, we have Gatlings on the bottom deck. We have Mortar on the top, and we have Artemis Wings. On the Petit Paccaret, we have a Gatling Mortar front and Artemis side.
On the VSS Angel's Food, we have interior Artemi and outer mine launchers with the center Hades, and its allied Praise the Sun, a Spire sniper side, with a heavy flak, Mercury, and side Artemi. Has there ever been an official clarification on how you pronounced what the plurality of the Artemis rocket launcher is?
I think it's Artemi. I'm just gonna. I heard it once somewhere from a guy on the internet, which is a very reliable source. Anyway, the Arcane Bolt is taking up position behind the archway as the Petit Paccaret goes low. This is almost identical to the strategy they used to close in to the Jets in that infamous game
But
that they're talking about earlier.
Cake with very different positioning than what the Gents. I
Yes.
mean, normally you see the team kind of hold up back. Both of them more the Spire is now, but we see the Angels Food really far up. I'm not quite sure. Arcane Bolt hydroing.
Well, Cake are not like, hardcore snipers like the Gents are. They like to have fun, God forbid.
I mean, while that is true, they're bringing a pretty hardcore sniper loadout. Even though it may be on the lesser used ships.
Well, I feel like they take these loadouts to experiment as much as they do to sort of, get them down to a science.
T-Pack Ret closing the distance on the Spire here, coming in from a very low altitude, while at the same time the Arcane Bolt's taking a lot of damage on the Red team.
Taking heavy damage. Arcane Bolt's also taking heavy damage. We could see its ship trade here.
Arcane Bolt
needs to descend quickly, and it will be helped by not having a balloon. Oh dear! Oof. And the Arcane Bolt goes down. However, the Petite Paquerette has got the drop on the Angels' Food. However, they are in Cake spawn. Hopefully, the Angels' Food's got to hold out till his ally gets back. Praise the Sun is back. But will it be in time to save the Angels' Food from this full-on charge?
Angels' Food's gonna drive into this
Angel's
terrain, taking a big hit to the hull armor.
Oh, that could be the death knell of the Angels' Food here. The Angels' Food's trying to rise, but Petite Paquerette matches it with a ram.
Yeah, now Petite Paquerette, I think this is a good decision. Deciding, you know what, in the time it would take me to turn around and charge the Spire, he would probably snipe me out of the sky. So I'm gonna retreat.
He would be sniped out of the sky. B, the Cake ship would respawn just like that. You see, just like that, the Cake ship would respawn, and he'd be on 2-on-1 situation. So he made the right decision there. I agree.
And also going into the clouds, trying to lose the spot, although it is. There it goes.
Yep, the spot's down. He's made a clean getaway with 2 kills. 2 kills to Cake's 1.
And it looks like the red team's going to regroup over this ridge, and I mean, it'll be interesting to see if they try the same thing again. Weird, the blue team does not. They're trying to keep their space from each other. They're not kind of grouping up as you normally see in these competitive matches. I wonder what the reasoning behind that is.
As do I. Racking my brains for a rationale behind it.
Red team going pretty low here. Looks like they're going to go under. Well, okay, now they're splitting back up. T-Pack, right? Yeah, looks like they're. Well, Arcane Bolt a little indecisive, kind of bobbing up and down. Maybe he's trying to get spots, but the Petite Paquerette going underneath the icicle here. He's going to be trying to come in from very low altitude again, using that hydrogen to rise up quickly and try to catch a Spire unaware. And the Spire, it looks the Spire is unaware. He's not even pointing towards the center of the map, where red team would be approaching for. We see him now turning, just repositioning. Yeah, looks like they are. Blue team is regrouping again. I guess that they just didn't. They wanted a safe opportunity to group back up with their guns not pointing the correct way.
Petite Paquerette is coming out of the clouds. It's coming in on the Angels' Food instead of the Praise the Sun here. Arcane Bolt is still a long way off. This was not perfectly synchronized by the Glowwater Thralls.
Well, I mean,
Petite Paquerette goes right on by.
Pretty tough. Pyramidion is, I mean, much faster ship than the Mobula, so any sort of charge is going to be difficult to sync up.
That is true. However, the Arcane Bolt has now closed the distance against the Angels' Food. Arcane Bolt, I feel, is going to have an advantage this close, but the Angels' Food is backing away, gaining altitude, raining down those Hades shots, using the vertical arcing ability of the Hades to their advantage.
I'm surprised
almost everything.
I'm surprised the Arcane Bolt is losing its balloon this quickly. We see this in almost every engagement. Like the Hades. I don't know, I guess.
Now this has allowed Kate to focus fire on the Petite Paquerette. However, Praise the Sun's taking heavy fire as well. I don't know if Angel's Food is going to do enough damage to Petit Pacare fast enough to save his ally as the Praise the Sun's about a couple more hits from going down with the Petit Pacare. Oh.
I mean, Petit Pacare is heavily disabled. All his engines down, so they still... Angel's Food still can get a kill here, but now they need to survive the Arcane Bolt.
Now he's got his back to the Arcane Bolt, however. Oh, Angel's Food just needs to keep...
Ooh, double Gatling is...
Don't turn, keep going forward.
Oh, just out of mortar range.
Exploding a few inches from the hull. My God, that was a narrow escape.
Praise the Sun spawning. This new spawn system.
Praise him. Coming in just at the right time to take the pressure off his ally here. Now Arcane Bolt, balloons on fire, hulls on fire, components taken out. The Arcane Bolt's in a lot of trouble. And he goes down, evening up the score. Oh, that was a narrow escape for the Angel's Food. Angel's
I mean,
Food
a narrow
had a guardian
escape,
angel there.
yes, but it has kind of left him out in the middle of the map, but I'm not sure if Red Team's going to have the cojones to try to capitalize on that. Yeah, it looks like Angel's Food is going to be able to get back and regroup up with his ally. Maybe not necessarily realizing the Mobula was out that far.
Now, Kate, from what I've heard, very much have a who wants to play this week mentality towards the Sunday Rumble, and that's fair enough. We have a similar mentality in the Bully Boys.
I think they also kind of have a let's set everything on fire all the time mentality?
Yes, and both of these mentalities have served them quite well. A different style than we've seen them play before, and
look at what
it's working very well.
Look at what Red Team's doing here. This is interesting. This splitting up.
This is interesting.
Looks like they're going for some type of insert move, but the Arcane Bolt does not see the Spire. He goes right past him.
Praise the Sun was in a perfect position to ambush the Arcane Bolt as it tried to flank the Angel's Food.
Oh man, Arcane Bolt, I think, realizing the errors of his ways, trying to Hydra out, but they're just going to match his altitude.
However, the Petit Pacare is far too far away to assist in time. The Arcane Bolt's in really big trouble here.
Not often you see the Pyramidian being the one lagging behind, but Arcane Bolt taking a ton of damage. Oof.
Oh, Petit Pacare could be... Oh, Arcane Bolt's hanging on, though. Petit Pacare is being indecisive. Petit Pacare, you can't be indecisive. You have to make a decision. You have to make one right now.
Alright, you see him now. He's Hydraing
up.
Attack
or retreat. There he's choosing to attack. That moment of indecision, though, is costing precious time.
Every second matters here. He needs to get this Mobula's guns off of his ally, or it's going to be a very rough situation for them.
Oh, Praise the Sun turning to face the Petit...
Praise the Sun losing...
bounced into the Praise the Sun. Oh, this could be the game-losing moment for Cake.
Praise the Sun also losing his balloon? Did he burn it out with the hydrogen?
Oh, they could not get down the Arcane Bolt fast enough, and now the Petit Pacare has got his guns turned on the Praise the Sun. This may be all she wrote for Cake here. The close-range, high-speed ship coming in on the weak little Spire. And the Spire's hanging on, but I think not for much longer as the Petit Pacare comes in and finishes this.
Glowwater Thralls managing to even up the score. I mean, no big surprise. I think the Thralls are a favorite to win any Rumble they enter. Really, I think them and the Gents have kind of been the most consistent performers, historically at least. Although Cake putting up a good fight here. That game definitely could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. Yes, it was only a sort of a couple subtle mistakes by Cake right at the end of that match.
Especially considering that, like, the Spire just got the jump on the Mobula there at the end. I'm really surprised that
Hmm.
engagement went in their favor. This Cake was just unable to get a kill on him.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I don't care what ship you're flying on. Drogue chute might be a wise investment in the circumstances.
I don't know. Personally, I'm in the camp that I don't really bring any of the damage mitigation tools, but I also fly mostly Pyramidion, which involves charging as fast as I can into the other team and smushing them against something. But we are
Yes,
going into the game
however,
here.
to smoosh the other team, you need to maintain altitude with them,
Not
and you
if
can't
you're
maintain altitude with
not
them
if
if you
you're
put in a balloon.
smushing them from a good angle where they can't shoot at you, which is pretty common on Parrot and Rumble. It can be difficult to get a good sniping lane, and I mean if they're carronades, I'm going to ram you before you take out my balloon generally.
Well, maybe you should play competitively then, Urs. Uh,
I mean, maybe the time for Battle Jesus has come. Uh, but another
maybe, but
day.
until then, we have the wizard with front mortar, a
Oh
hotshot,
man, look at
and
that chem spray,
side gatlings. Yes, chem spraying,
like a
chem spraying
frosted
action.
wonderland.
Oh yes, nice. Keep it cool. Cause lights of spires. Anyway, petite Paccaret, the Gatling mortar front with the Artemis sights.
And on the blue team, Cake, we have the VSS Going Merry, a carronade spire with flamers side, very standard. Uh, Typically referred to as Blenderfish. And his ally, the Perkle? Perkle? I don't know. I'm just gonna call it the Perkle. But we have a Carronade Banshee. Carronade Banshee, both sides, Artemis front. Interesting. I mean,
VSS
we do
Going
see a
Merry.
lot of carronades on junkers, but usually only on one side. You pair it with like a
Mm,
DPS.
yeah, normally with a junker, you make use of having like making
Right.
a multi-role ship by having different sides for different roles. And yeah, yes, the VSS Going Merry was going backwards there into the enemy, moonwalking towards them. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, oh, the Perkel is now being focus fired here. Oh my goodness, taking so much damage. However, the wizard is taking a bump. Is finding it hard to get the angles on the Perkel, which will allow the Perkel to survive a little bit longer. Petit Paccaret finding it awkward to keep the angles on them. But one more Watcher burst from the wizard, and Perkel is in serious trouble. But the wizard's balloon is down as
Yeah,
the Going Merry comes in.
Perkel doing a good job zoning out the Pyramidion
Oh,
with this
nice
building.
ram.
Uh,
Nice ram finish by the Going Merry. Took a while to get in, but when he did the damage.
yeah, the Petite Pockerette just not navigating around to where they get any shots, having no damage during that engagement. Although now
Well,
putting the hurt on the goldfish.
I'd say a great job as well with the Kel flying just so they'd make it as awkward as possible for either the Spire or the Pyramidion to get them, which gave the Going Merry time to get in. Going Merry again is taking its sweet time once again as it's kind of flailing around trying to get arcs on the Petit Paccaret as the Petit Paccaret tries to escape here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how well that's going to work out because I mean, Petite Packerette's ally is is the Spire, so Spire's just gonna lag behind here. He's not gonna be able to keep up.
I think,
Um,
yep,
if the
Petit
Pyramidion
Paccaret
charges in or retreats in the opposite direction.
Paccaret is going to go low. Yep, I thought he would try that. Pyramidion using his superior speed to duck underneath.
Oh, he reached he reached the edge of the map. He had nowhere else to run.
Oh well, I mean, of course there is that. Um,
Now we see them splitting up here. Um, Two separate engagements.
well, we'll see how well that works out for
I mean, the
them.
Perkel is already heavily damaged, and you see him going down in
Perkel
one
goes
mortar
down.
shot. I mean, he took a ton of damage from that last engagement from the Spires. So that's no surprise on the first hull armor. Red team able to get the kill, but
Oh, Going Merry trying to zone out those last few mortar shots, and he does. He manages to get away. Goldfish is a great ship for evading, great ship for retreating.
He's not away yet.
Well, he got over that first hurdle.
Looks like the Perkel has elected to charge back in here, although. Oof.
Oh, VSS Going Merry just barely managing to get
Beautiful
over the
positioning. Just staying out of all the gun arcs.
Oof.
And Perkel now able to come in to support.
Yep. Now very good.
And Spires,
very good flying there.
Spires are gonna have a difficult time getting its guns. Oh well. As I say that, nice watch volley from the Wizard, taking out some engines. But yeah, looks like Going Merry again. The Pyramidion retreating in the opposite direction of the Spire now. Everyone else in the game just kind of leaving him behind, and he's just.
Petit Pacare kind of backed into the wall a bit. Pakel trying to recover, but Pakel's taken so much fire damage. Pakel's Velcroed, and Pakel's gone down.
You know, people have continued to use the word Velcro. I don't think we've seen a Velcro in a competitive match since it was fixed.
All right then, stuck. If you want to be technical about it.
So I mean, what normally happens is you get kind of onto a building, but you're unable to shift your momentum. So you're not Velcroed, but you're kind of. It feels like you're stuck for just maybe 2 or 3 seconds before the momentum of the ship shifts. So like in that situation, you saw him die before he was able to pull away from the building, but I don't think he was actually stuck.
Well, it is the Velcro of the Pirates inertia versus the technical Velcro. Anyway, yes, Petit Pacare is pursuing Pakel, and all Pakel can do is reverse. And
I think that was.
Cannot do that very quickly.
I think that was a little hopeful. Choose that spawn point, hoping his ally would stay alive long enough for him to come back in.
That optimism, that desire to save his teammate may have doomed him here, and indeed Cake's chances of winning. But the Going Merry has spawned nearby.
Well, it does look like he has managed to.
Going Merry has glided right on past the Spire. Oh no, he's using that side flamer.
Oh no.
Oh, this is all over the place for Cake. Oh, Petit Pacare doing great damage on the Pakel. Pakel about to go down. Pakel goes down. VSS Going Merry is now in a position to be 2-on-1 here. I don't think he'll be able to escape.
Great gunning from Pyramidion, taking down the Junker so quickly.
Absolutely. And now it looks like they're Going Merry, maybe going down. He's not going to be so merry anymore in a minute. I don't think. And that is it.
Yeah, VSS. More like SOS. Hey, look, man, you used up all the actual words. You didn't leave anything for all ers, so gotta make do.
Yeah, commentate more.
Yeah.
Learn to pun.